All right, so here you go. This is the grand tour of where we're at. We're running short on some board, which is fine. This is an expensive board, and it's better to get about 90% of your materials, and then it's easy to count, right? Like I know right there, one board, right here, one board, right? So it's easy to count, and you're not costing somebody hundreds of extra dollars in materials on accident, right? So that's the thing with these decks. They're a little bit tight with materials, justifiably. So that's what we do, is we cover as much as we can, and then we get a count. So we won't come back here until the rest of the decking and the rail parts show up, right? And we kind of just ran this whole section out to where we know where the picture frame board's gonna go, which this is already gapped right here, right? That's already our 3/16 gap to match the rest of the board. So we know that this picture frame board is going tight to this, right? We got enough ran right here to be able to turn the corner and start running this section. But again, we know we're gonna run out of board, and I actually need to get a couple hangers to properly attach these blocks here where we can't get positive nails. So we're just gonna wait to run that section. But this section right here was very easy to count. I just know that there's gonna be a breaker board in the middle, and then it was just shy of 10 feet, so I'm getting 2 per 20 footer, and I know this is about 7 boards wide, so I need 7 20-footers. So that's what we did today. Do our heavy cleanup, because we're not gonna be here back here again until the rest of our materials get here. So do our heavy cleanup today, since we won't be here for a few days. Get a definite board count. That way they can send out the exact amount of materials that need to come out here for us to finish. And then we have 3 days left here tops, but to be honest with you, I think we can get it done in 2 days. I could be cutting the miters and everything. I could pre-cut all these pieces right here, since I know the lengths. And Aaron can just start slamming boards in, tacking them down, while I'm cutting the rest of these miters for the picture frame. And then once we get everything tacked down, he could start at one side and I could start at the other side, and we could just start screwing the whole deck off, right? But a lot of this main coverage that we did is already 90% done screwed. So that's a plus, right? A little bit less bending over that we have to do. Again, that's this, you know, it might seem like pieced together, like some stuff done here, some stuff done there. But it's like when we're doing these, you got to kind of do them to get around the corner and then run it, right? So that's what we were trying to do prior to running out of board, right? We were trying to get around the corner so we could get an accurate count, right? So again, it might seem like we're bouncing around a little bit, but in this situation, it's actually good. It's good to do that. My numbers are going to be real consistent within 3 to 4 boards, right? So I could just measure 3 to 4 boards here and get an accurate number for 3 to 4 boards there, right? I can count everything that we need here just right off of this. And again, everything lines up all the way through. If you see that, this all lines up all the way through the deck, through the breaker boards, all the way through. And again, keep going all the way through to our picture frame, right? So that all lines up. And then we're ending with a full board. And we're probably gonna have like a little 1-inch rip against the wall. It just is what it is, right? So least noticeable. And then same thing with these transitions going here. We felt like they were least noticeable if we kind of left them around the corner a little bit, right? So least noticeable where we change directions, right? And again, on a production deck, I can't get every single board right here to line up perfectly. It just, some stuff is what it is. You can't nitpick too much, right? I would have to have perfect measurements for this to start full boards coming back this way for that to line up exactly. And that's just not in the design of this deck. So we chose to make the main portion where you're going to spend most of your time looking out at this view, right? That's where we want our absolute nicest stuff. Then when we need to cheat something, we want to cheat it around the corner out of view a little bit, right? So again, it's not like that's super tacky or nothing. It's just, it doesn't line up perfectly because again, this isn't a perfect number, right? So there is ways to make stuff perfect. It's going to cost a lot more money. That just is what it is, right? It's taking it all the way to the extreme custom, not, production custom. So anyways, that's where we're at. You guys have a good day.